Hello, and welcome to the Venue Coach Blueprint for Owners. I'm Kyle Labar. This podcast is all about helping you fill your wedding venue with more bookings, earn more from each one, and keep your customers happy for a long time. We'll also talk about some tough times and big lessons that I've learned along the way. Let's dive in together and make your venue the best spot for weddings. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Venue Coach. Today's topic, I'm going to be sharing how we have successfully dealt with crappy vendors and what that looks like, the example at hand, and then what we did, how we were able to help save the day essentially with our client, with our couples, and just some best practices that we've implemented in our venues to make sure that we're still able to provide an excellent experience. So that's what I'm going to dive into today. So without any further ado, I'm thinking of a particular vendor. It was somebody who came in. They had made it was a shuttle service, and they had contracted out to provide this shuttle for the party, for the bridegroom's party, right? So about 20 people. And so everybody's getting drunk, they're getting wasted, they're just knocking drinks back because they know they have a ride at the end of the night. Well, he comes in and says, "Oh no, y'all are too drunk for this. I'm not getting paid enough." And it's just like, dude, you set the price. You agreed to the price. And the service is a service because people are going to be drinking. And so this shouldn't be news to you, right? And so he abandoned them. Just said, "No, F this, I'm not dealing with this." And then left. And then we were stuck with having to help coordinate how to get these people to their hotels, and all that. And so it was just mind-blowing at how unprofessional that was. And so what we did from that point, like, of course we helped them secure transportation. We did our best to, just take care of them because they knew it wasn't our fault, but they're at our venue. And vendors at our venue reflect on us. What we allow in reflects on us. And so if you don't know about the vendor, that's one thing. But after an incident like that, we have not allowed that vendor to come back. And so it's just like, nope, that person is not allowed. Like, you like, if you book that person, then you need to book somebody else. So it's on. We have a blacklist for our vendors, and it's like, if you book them, they will be denied, and you'll have to book somebody else. That risk is on you, and that sort of thing. But we do it so we can provide an excellent experience all around. We want the whole experience or the whole day to be just exceptional. And so why would we knowingly let them bring in unexceptional people? Unexceptional. I said that wrong. Why would we let them do that? Because they don't know. They haven't booked anybody. They've never done a wedding. They don't know these things. And so it's up to us to protect them and to screen out the bad so that they can find the good. And that's really like the best practice that we have done, is we note those things, and when those times happen, we've had other encounters with bad vendors. When those times happen, we do our best to limit the exposure that the couple and the party sees of the bad happening. So we try to be the buffer to make sure that they don't know really everything that was going on, because we don't want them worrying about those things. Now, in the case of being stranded without a ride while you're drunk, obviously we couldn't avoid that, keep that from them, because that was brought to our attention as he said it to them. So it was just, yeah. So what we want to do is not create an environment where that can happen again, And with this particular vendor, there were some other indicators that were leading up to that, and it just seemed like the quality of service was just diminishing over time. And so that was just the final straw that really ended the relationship. And not that we like referred him or did anything like that, but he had been out to our venue multiple times, and but we just noticed that the quality of service was diminishing until it hit that breaking point. So that's what we did to safeguard our couples from having less than optimal experiences. Because here's the deal: at the end of the day, if they have a terrible experience because of one of the vendors, doesn't matter. They still had a terrible experience, and so at best you're not going to get a review. At worst, like people like the guests don't know that you're not the party bus driver. They don't know that. They don't know anything. And so they may say, "Oh, like how many of you have gotten bad reviews because of the catering's food, right?" But you're not the caterer, and yet you still get the review. And so it's things like that. We want to provide an all-around great experience so that people will want to share about that and will help convince other people to book with us. So I hope that was helpful for you. Key takeaway is if you know of a bad vendor, don't allow them at your place. That would be my suggestion. Don't allow them at your place. Don't even entertain it, and tell everybody else not like they're not allowed to book that vendor. So, anyways, I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.